Hello and welcome to this class. For today, we'll be trying to understand the concept behind the second method of quadratic equation known as completing the square method. In our last class, we have discussed about the factorization method, which is also called the general method in our last class. So drop the link to our last class in the description of this video. Right. Also, we have talked about the third method known as quadratic formula method, right? Or quadratic formula, the method 2, the one that has plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. We have discussed the derivation of the formula and how to use this formula to solve problem in our last class too. So I'll drop the description of the video here. So, but today we'll try to do the second method called the completed square method, right? So, what's the idea behind completing the square method? So, let's take an example and let's use the example to solve problem using the completed square method technique, right? So, what's the first task? First things first. If you're given a question under completed square method, what and what you need to watch out for? First task is that let's say I have a question. Let's say I have x squared minus 5x plus 6. In our last class, to be equal to 0, In our last class, when we solved this question here, we had s is equal to 2 and s is equal to 3. Last class, when we solved this one using general method and also using the quadratic formula, we have s is equal to 2 and 3. Let's now try using complete square method and let's see if our answer will be comparable or the same, right? So irrespective of any method you are using, your answer should be the same. That's like the concept. Alright, let's try to solve this one here. So first start here using complete square method is that I will take my constant term, that's plus 6, to the other side. So I'll have that x squared minus 5x to be equal to minus 6. If plus 6 becomes minus 6, the 0 is off. At this point here, I'll pick out the coefficient of x and multiply it by half. First task. So pick out the coefficient of x, multiply by half. Half is 1 over 2, right? Half is simply 1 over 2 there. So if I'm taking, look up, if I'm taking the coefficient of x, what's the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x simply means the number in front of x, right? So what's the number in front of x? That's minus 5. So I'll pick out minus 5, multiply it by half, as we said here. So if I multiply this by half, I'll have minus 5 over 2. True or false? Minus 5 times 1 is minus 5. These 2 remain 2 here. So now, I haven't done this. I haven't figured out the coefficient of x and multiply it by half. What's the next task? The next task says is to take this value, you have it, this value, add it to the both sides of the equation. So next task is that I'll pick this value here. So I'll have x squared minus 5x. I will add this value plus, I'm having this one, this is here. I'll now add this value to the both sides of the equation and square it, right? And square it. So, okay, the technique says pick out the coefficient of x squared, multiply it by half, right? And square it, right? And square it. So I'll square it like this in this case. So I'll add this man here to the both sides of the equation plus minus 5 over 2 all squared being equal to minus 6 plus minus 5 over 2 all squared. Right, so that's the idea there. Pick out the coefficient of x, which is minus 5 here, multiply it by half. I'll have this one here. Then you square it, as in this case here. Now you now pick out what you are having here, you add it to the both sides of the equation. So I'm here. Right? So what my next task here? Next task here is to pick out the term having square and left hand side. This is my left hand side here. This is adding square, adding square. Combine these two stuff together. I'll have x minus 5 over 2. Next up, I'll pick out one square. This is adding square, this is adding square. Pick out these two values inside this bracket and square it. So it's now equal to, this is what? Minus 6 plus into minus 5. I'll try to express it in terms of indices. In indices, if I have a over b all to power c, it means that this a can be written as a to power c over b to power c. This is indices. Pick out this to power this one to power this. Indices. Apply this technique here. So that will give me minus 5 all squared all over 2 all squared. And like that there. Then, alright, from here, I'll have that x minus 5 over 2, right? I'll have x minus 5 over 2, next up all squared to be equal to, this is minus 6 plus, I'm saying plus, into minus 5 squared means what? That's 25, because value minus 5 squared. This means minus 5 in two places. Minus 5 times minus 5, which will give minus will give plus. 5 times 5 will give 25, which is giving plus 25. So have just 25 here. All over 2 squared is 4. So have 4 at this point here. Obviously, from here, what's my next task? My next task here is to use, open the bracket here. I'll have x minus 5 over 2, right? All squared is equal to minus 6 plus 25 all over 4, right? So invisible one here, all over 1. So my next task is to look for LCM of the right hand side, right? So looking for LCM, I'll have that x minus 5 over 2 all squared is equal to. Alright, my next task here is to look for LCM. So my LCM here becomes 4, right? 4 in 1 is 4. 4 multiplied by minus 6 will give minus 24. This plus will come down. 4 in 4 is 1. 1 multiplied by 25 will give 25. Right? This fraction, additional fraction, right? So you should be quite familiar with this. So from here, I'll have x minus 5 all over 2 all squared is now equal to minus 24 plus 25 will give 1 all over 4. Right? So my next task says to what? Take the square root of both sides. Right? On both sides. So it means I'll take the square root of this side here, x minus 5 over 2 all squared being equal to plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4. Right? So that's like the idea there. So you had plus or minus, please. Add plus or minus, that's the idea. So it means that this one here, we cancel this. Right? So left with what? X minus 5 over 2 alone minus 5 over 2 being equal to plus or minus. I'll take this idea to the surd idea, right? Surd. If I have root a over b, this can be written as what? Root a over root b, separating them. So I'll use the idea of surd here to separate them. So it means that from here I'll have root 1 over root 4, right? So it means that at this point here, let me write it there. Alright, it means that at this point here, I'll have x minus 5 over 2, right? So being equal to plus or minus, right? Root 1 is 1, all over. So root 4 here is 2. I have 2 here. Next part is I'm having minus 5 over 2. Take minus 5 over 2 to the right hand side. I'll be left with x being equal to, if minus 5 over 2 comes, it becomes what? Plus 5 over 2, which is simple as 5 over 2. Next up, plus or minus 1 over 2, right? So my idea is quite simple here. I'll separate this guy here. I want plus and minus. Pick out these two with plus, pick out these two with minus. It means that x is equal to 5 over 2 plus 1 over 2 separately, or s equal to 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2 separately. This is like that. So next task is that s is equal to, they are the same denominator. I'll pick out 1. I'll add their power, 5 plus 1. At the end, x will give me 5 plus 1 is 6 over 2. X is equal to 3, as we said. For this one here, I have that x is equal to, they have the same denominator. I'll pick out 1, subtract the power, subtract the numerator. 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1, I have this. So x is equal to 5 minus 1 will give 4 over 2. X is equal to 2. Right? So when I use general method, I had this answer for this same question. When I use a formula method, I have the same answer for this question. Right? So this is like the idea and the concept on how to solve problem using the complete square method, right? So try to do this example here, right? Try to do 2x squared minus 24x plus 40 to be equal to 0, right? Try to solve this one here and leave your answer in the comment section below using the complete square method. The idea is simple. I'm just giving an hint here. First task is to divide through by 2. So when you are done dividing by 2, you end up having something of this nature. Then when you have something of this nature, you now follow these steps, right, and procedure to get your answer for this. And when you are done, kindly put your answer in the comment section below. As fast as I can, I'll try to give you a reply if you are wrong or if you are correct. Alright, welcome to Excellent Link Academy. If this video interests you, kindly share to your classmates and friends so that they can learn.